Hi world, it's 10 to 10 in the morning on the 17th of October 2014, and I'm looking at issues around pregnancy with astrology. I want to put a few of these old wives' tales firmly to bed. There are certain ways in which astrology can really help with conception and contraception. But let's get rid of a few of the nonsenses first of all. There is an old wives' tale that says that the horoscope should not be constructed from the moment of birth, but instead should be constructed from the moment of conception. To which I say, absolute rubbish, tosh, nonsense. Anyone who tells you this, the first thing you say to them is, right, when's your moment of conception? Because anyone who can tell me at which particular minute of time the egg and the sperm combine to actually become fertile and make a baby, I'll give them a Nobel Prize. No one knows the moment they were conceived, so to set a horoscope for the moment of conception is ridiculous. Secondly, this idea of the horoscope being set for the moment of conception, no, it still doesn't work, because the horoscope then governs a baby which is growing inside the mother and is incapable of life outside of the host. The horoscope only kicks in when the child takes its first individual breath, prana, outside of the female host and after the cord has cut. Once the child is an individual and takes its first breath as an individual is the moment the horoscope should be set for, the moment of birth. There's also an old wives' tale that says that if you know when the baby is conceived and you look which sign the moon is in, you can tell the gender of your child. Rubbish. Unless you're very good at knowing exactly when you're conceiving a baby, because you may have sex one day but then sperm lives for 3 days. So how do you know if and when it actually conceives? You don't. So this nonsense about the moon at the time of conception showing the gender of the baby is nonsense. It's rubbish. However, there are certain factors around conception that really do work. There's two. Firstly, the movement of Jupiter in the sky. I've studied astrology 35 years, and I've been drawing horoscopes for 35 years, and I've been drawing horoscopes correctly for 33 of those 35 years. And what I've noticed is that it is considerably easier for a female to fall pregnant when Jupiter in the sky is passing on top of her moon than at any other time. Indeed, I say to a lot of clients, look, Jupiter's coming up to your moon next month, next year. Great time for falling pregnant, great time for abstaining if you don't want to have children. And the 2 to 3 week period when Jupiter passes over the female moon, and sometimes, rarely, but sometimes opposite the female moon, is a very good indicator of pregnancy. But this is for a few weeks, every 12 or at least every 6 years. So, you know, you're not going to sort of think, okay, I'll wait till the next one, because it's a minimum of 6 years away, minimum of 12 years away. That doesn't work. Instead, there was a person called Professor Jonas, Jonas, in Czechoslovakia, and when it was invaded by Russia in the late 60s, the Russians, for some reason, funded him to do an experiment around fertility. And what he proved, even though he wasn't an astrologer, he'd never heard of astrology, but what he did find was he tested 10,000 women over a period of 2 years, and he found that 9,997 of them fitted his pattern, and he reckoned the other 3 cheated. And that pattern is clear. It says, when the sun and the moon in the sky make the same angle with each other as they did at the moment that the female is born, then the female is much more able to conceive. For example, if you're female and you were born with the sun in Gemini and the moon in Scorpio, then the moon is 2 or 3 days before full moon. So if you have sex and you want to conceive a child, go for it 2 or 3 days before the full moon and you'll be at your best. That's your best chances. Alternatively, if you're born at new moon or full moon or last quarter or first quarter, look where the moon was in relation to the sun when you were born. Every month that pattern is repeated. This is the best time to fall pregnant. Of course it has to flow with other cycles, but given that it all coincides, which often it does, this is the way to either create a baby or to abstain from it. A number of my clients use my fertility forecasts. Okay, enough on this one. I'm going to do another one later today on Saturn. Catch you later. Bye.